Okay, just had a night in a lay-by. Just heading to another lay-by now. It's the Snowdon range up ahead. I'm just going to pull over and do a bit of editing for the moment. Just didn't want to stay in that other lay-by too long. It's the start of a walk, and a few cars were pulling up, so I didn't want to take up too much space. But yeah, it's like quite a lovely day. It's quite windy, more windy on the tops apparently, according to the mountain weather forecast. But at least we got a good bit of sunshine. Well, a fair bit of sunshine. There's some blue sky, a lot of cloud, and it's a bit hazy, but it's better than yesterday. Rained nearly all day yesterday, on and off. Try this one. This one isn't great because it's not very wide. Means I'm going to go to the next one. All right, Sydney. Oh, would have been that one, I think. Sure there was a better lay-by than that, or than those two over up here. Oh well, we'll have a look and see anyway. Get too close to Snowdon and they'll have to pay for them. This one, nah, not very wide either. Okay my lovelies, okay my darlings, I've just edited my Cornwall video where I was visiting my mum. Now I'm just heading to Aldi in Bangor. Didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? And I'm hoping on my way back, because I want to come back this way, there's a nice trail up there. I think it's Tri-Fan, or certainly Tri-Fan somewhere around here. I'd quite like to get into this car park on the right. It looks awfully busy still. And if not, there's one over here on the left.
GPS signal lost.
Which still looks awfully busy. Yeah. We'll see what it's like on the way back. Another little car park here. More trails up. That might be better for me. Don't think it says no overnights there, so. But there's a few anyway on this road. And it's Monday. Where are we? 3rd. Sorry, 26th of the 3rd. So off to Aldi, pick up some provisions, and then gonna hang around this area for a bit. Wow. It's quite lovely here. And this is the A5 to Bangor. Aldi's only about 20 minutes away, so that's good. Yeah, so it's not too far. I'm going to hang around and wait for some better weather anyway. Certainly, hopefully get some good walks in. Don't think the weather's going to be great over the next couple of days, and we've got the bank holiday weekend coming up. So I should imagine that's going to be quite busy. That's the Easter weekend, isn't it? It will be the Easter weekend. By the time this video goes out, Easter will have come and gone. Aldi shopping done. Heading back to the mountains now. Yeah, that shopping should last me a couple of weeks at least, hopefully. And I've got enough water to last me a week at least as well, so we can just chill out in the middle of nowhere for the next week or so without too many issues, I should think. So we're heading back to Tryfan basically. I think that's where we're heading. This is the A5 from Bangor back towards Snowdonia, or towards Snowdon. Obviously I'm in Snowdonia National Park. And I'm hoping I can get parked up in one of the car parks now, off the road. Hopefully, what time is it now? It's 5:15. So I'm hoping most people will have come down off the hills and want to head home for their tea, and there'll be space. If not, I'll just choose another lay-by. I want to be off the road preferably, because this A5, certainly on the straight stretches, is quite a fast road. And where I parked up to do my editing, the cars were rocking the van as they went past. But how lovely through here. On a bright sunny day with clear blue skies. I bet it's absolutely beautiful. There's still snow on tops of some of the mountains. Just see little bits and pieces caught in the crevices. The one in front there is has a few little white spots where it's held the snow. Right, got to look out for parking now. This one looks mega busy. I might try the other car park. I mean, it's going to be quite a climb. Not going to be a nice easy dog walk tomorrow. This'll do. Hello my lovelies. Hello my darlings. Well, I'm just heading to Llanberis for some bins basically. Forgot to get rid of my rubbish when I was in Aldi. Not that I remember seeing any bins there anyway. I've just pulled into a services. Begins with a G. Gua something or the other, I think. Whoa, careful little birdie. There was about 4 bins there in the services, and they were all by the entrance and absolutely stuffed full. I don't understand why there's such a lack of bins in lay-bys nowadays and places. Generally the services have plenty of bins, but it was quite a small car park, so you know, still had a Burger King and a flipping Starbucks or whatever it was there. But yeah, there's like Cornwall, most of the lay-bys, the local councillor woman decided we'll take all the bins out the lay-bys. People can take their rubbish home with them. I bet they didn't reduce the council tax. But they've saved a lot of money, haven't they, from having bin collections out of all the lay-bys. And it seems to be the same in Wales. There's very rarely any bins in the lay-bys. I don't think it makes sense. You know? Half the time people don't put rubbish in the bin when it's there anyway, so maybe that's their way of thinking, but surely not. Most people put rubbish in the bins. Some people just chuck it on the floor, but at least if there was a bins there, the people that do stop and pick up the rubbish, people like myself and other van lifers with a little litter pick of sticks, just do a quick litter pick and pop this shit in the bin, if the bins were there. Now I've got to travel miles, like a half-hour journey from where I was, to find a bin. I mean, there was bins in the town in Bethsuda, maybe? There was bins in the town, but there's nowhere to park in the towns. It's all taken up with people's cars, or double yellow lines. So, yeah. That's my little rant over about the lack of bins everywhere. Just don't get it. Yeah, obviously if people have got to drive to go to bins as well, drive to find bins, then they're going to use more fuel, which means more pollution, more traffic on the road. I mean, that's probably less likely, but certainly with people in camper vans, if they've got to drive more, they're going to use more fuel, and there's more traffic on the road then than there needs to be. I really don't understand it. There, see, my rant wasn't over, was it?
Turn left towards Goodman Street, then turn left onto Goodman Street. Your destination is on the right.
That's the bin done. I'm just going to take a little trip down the road pretty much in front of me, but it's turn right and then left if I can get out here. Right, here we go. Let's go around here. There's parking up here. It's on Park for Nights. There's also an air apparently at the end. I think it's $16.50 per night. And I don't know how much for services. I think emptying your waste is free, and it's $5.50 or something to top up the water. It's a bit built up for me, to be honest. Oh, there's a lot of double yellow lines up here now. No, I'm not going to stay here. Lots of bins here. Toilets. Let's pull over here for a minute. I mean, if you want to be in town or close to town, it's a good place, I guess, to stop. So yeah, that's a good place to park if you like being in town. I mean, not that I'm in town, but close to Llanberis and people.
Continue on A4086 for 3/4 of a mile.
And also the fact that there's an air there is pretty good if you want to stay the night, not on the road, and make use of the toilets, bins, waste disposal, and top up your water. So yeah, it's pretty good. Let's have a little look in here. Is this paid parking? Yeah, this is paid parking, I think. but also quite a lovely place to stop for the day. Should imagine it gets quite busy. It's not too busy today. It's Tuesday, 31st of March. Kids play park if you got kids. More paid parking on the left there. I'm going to head to a little lay-by park up this way. It's supposed to be pretty close to the Penny Pass. So for Snowdon, another walk in. I'll leave it playing just as we drive through Llanberis. There's all the park.
In 300 yards, at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on A4086.
Parking for Snowdon and the railway, the Lake Railway. On the right here, we've got the beginning of the tourist route up Snowdon. And back there is the train that you can get up to the top and back down again. Most of you probably know all about that anyway. You might not, I'm not sure. I just think it's quite touristy, Snowdon, and I just assume everyone knows about it. But if you don't, it's a bit of info for you. On the other side there, that's Dinnerwig Quarry. On the right, on the left. Well, I do get my bloody left and rights muddled up, don't I? If you've been following along, you might have noticed. Yeah, look at the state of that. Ruined the hillside. Assuming they're just mining slate. Or quarrying. That's it, we're getting back into the sort of landscape that I like. Well, that's a nice big lay-by, looks like it's been shut off. Why? Goat on the side of the road. I do want to go back to where I was. I'm going to stay in this area for a while. Right, we're in Llanberis now. Which leads you up, I think, through the Penny Pass, and then from there you can get onto Snowdon via the pig trail and the miners' track. And I quite like that walk leading up to, or from, I think it was the pig trail leading up the miners' track, or the miners' track, I can't remember, but it's that way. There's a little lake. It's quite a nice level sort of walk before you start going up, ascending. So I was thinking maybe I'll do that one, not necessarily go all the way up Snowdon, not with the doggos. They've done it once. Jill was absolutely knackered when she got down. I think her harness was rubbing on her because of all the scrambling, basically climbing up. Bless her. I think they were both knackered, to be honest, but I think Jill might have strained herself, or like I say, the harness might have been rubbing on her a little bit under her armpit. She was alright the following day, but yeah, be a bit careful with the doggos, taking them up the mountains. Their feet are good. They're used to rocky terrain, so their feet are pretty hard. But you do want to be careful because they can hurt their pads if they're not used to it. I have a friend, well, Facebook friend, activist friend, vegan, that works in mountain rescue, and they do quite a few rescues involving people that have got dogs that are used to just walking in fields and pavements and not used to the rocky terrain. And I think she sent photos of the state.
In a quarter of a mile, your destination will be on the right.
The state of some of the dogs' pads was really quite sad.
Your destination is on the right.
Yeah. You're gonna have to turn around for that one. And there's no pavement, so I'm not sure about that one. So we're going up through the Penny Pass now. Another one here. Oh, absolutely chock-a-block. Load of old blinking wheels and tyres fly tipped. Penny Pass. Okay. So that would be probably a better one for walking. So there was a sign. I mean, I guess I'd walk up this road if I didn't have the dogs. The car park at the top here, at the start of the pig trail, I think you're supposed to book that and can get quite busy. Alright, I don't know what that bang was. You doggos. See you, Jill. Sits on the bed, is he, and you on the sofa? Instead of on your little chair. Seat. Yeah, last time I came through here was with Emma, and poor old Margot was struggling, going up hills, overheating under load. We did it though. Paid parking on the right, and they're full. They're full. So back down we go. But yeah, Snowdon is very, very busy. It's very touristy. So Tri-Fan would have been better. That was quite busy, but the laybys were full. So I've basically driven around in a circle from where I was the night before last, or I will have done. He's walking up the road, look. I mean, if he's had to walk all the way up here before he's even started. But I can't really do this with the dogs. Not walk up the road. They jump about all over the place. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to head back to the park up I was in. On the wrong side of the road, darling. Should walk facing oncoming traffic. Yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to turn left because what time is it now? It's lunchtime. I'm going to turn left and go back to the car park lay-by I was in the night before last. If I can get in there. I've got all trails working. I know this lay-by had a bit of signal, so, and and there is a footpath up from the lake I was in the other night. So I'll get all trails up and see if it's what it says. I also have a paper map of Snowdon, so area. I'm hoping might well have a little look at that and see where this footpath actually leads. Not that it matters too much. It's a National Trust one. It leads to some boulders, I think, like for bouldering, I'm assuming. I think that was going by the reviews on Park for Night. So ideally I want to get a good walk in. It's not going to happen today now. Get a little walk in a bit later on. But the low clouds cleared, which is nice, and I think tomorrow's going to be a better day. It's just up here, look, there we go. This'll do, pig, this'll do. Alrighty then, I'm just going to make myself a cheese and pickle sandwich. Cathedral City, plant-based, extra mature, it's bloody lovely, that is. And just some Sainsbury's sweet pickle with flora buttery. Vegano. Right then. Yep. What have we got? Some Aldi sourdough bread. Right. I think we're on a bit of a slope. Oh dear. Could get the chocks out to level up a bit. These little plum tomatoes in here. Seem to be buying these little plum tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, more and more. We don't get very good tomatoes here in England unless you grow them yourself. Most of the decent tomatoes, flavour wise, seem to be these little cherry plums. Sometimes the cherry tomatoes are okay as well, but the proper sized tomatoes are bloody rubbish. They're bloody rubbish, they are. Alright, if you leave them on the windowsill in the sun for a couple of days, they ripen up. But they just harvest them too soon, or they're not grown in the sunshine. Don't know, they're probably grown under lights, aren't they? You get them all year round. Is that enough cheese? A bit more in there, look. That'll do. This is the best vegan cheddar. If you like cheddar cheese, you like this. It's crumbly. Very cheddary. A lot of vegan cheese is a bit more like Edam or the processed cheese, because I guess it is. Well, yeah, all cheese is processed. Yeah, like the processed burger slices. Aldi do a good mature cheddary one. Aldi do bloody good food, vegan food. Probably one of my favourites, to be honest. Supermarkets, not just for the price, but for their vegan selection. Some of the other supermarkets, it depends, I guess. It depends how much call there is for vegan stuff. Anyway, I'm going to smash this and then we'll go for a walk up the top go for a walk up the top. Oh, the camera's there, look. Hello. Yeah, up the top here and see where it leads us.